Hello everybody, my name is Ben. Welcome back to the video on the Great Creative YouTube channel. Today we are back in Roblox Defenders Depot. We are going to keep upgrading our retributions. I did do a bit of off-camera, well, just AFK really. You can't even call it grinding. They added some button mapping, so it's C to do the fight menu, which did make it a bit easier. So I only had to click a button and then the mouse instead of having to move the mouse all about. But all we have to do right now is make these upgrades, make sure that we can max all of these out real quick. Oh, and also the daily reward. Is it coins today? No, it's coins tomorrow. On day 50. Wow. May have passed episode 50, but still got day 50. Path. It's a cosmetic thing. What was it? Let's see. You can have a look at it here. Guessing it's this one, just stone. I know, it just said path. I think we already unlocked those, I don't know. We can get this one maxed out, maybe the first upgrade on another. No. But we've got quite a few of them maxed out, we might just win now. To be honest, it's been rather hard to win recently. Getting through this stage has been pretty hard, so I'm not expecting too much. You know, I'd hope to win, but don't know how possible it is. Just stop some of the lag real quick. Get the first upgrade here. What's the range? And everything comes through. I think if we do get a good enough round, then we should be able to win, but it's going to take a fair degree of luck, I believe, from going through a nice round with good timing. Just look at them, how many is still coming through. We've maxed out, what, like 3-4 more retributions. You know, we've got them all maxed out. And they're still coming through here. We actually might have this. They are quite low on HP. Nah, it's still got 800 million there. And it's not being destroyed quick enough by the Dark Terrors. Maybe if we got a luckier round, then we might be able to, but just looking at it from here, it's still going to take a bit longer, unfortunately. See everything coming through here. All of the enemies just waltzing through our defense. We have been stuck on stage 389 for like 3 episodes. I've had enough of this one stage. Can we just get to stage 400 now? I was crying. I was AFKing for like half an hour or something, getting up to 10 quadrillion, just for us to still not be able to pass this one singular stage. There better be some just massive difficulty gap and we can just breeze through like 10 stages, because I don't want to have to go through this again. You know, we're getting to the end of, I think, being able to use every single turret. I don't want to have to rebirth early because I've already devoted myself to trying to go as far as I can without rebirthing. Just already bad enough. But, yeah. I'm just earning like 250 trillion per round. And when an upgrade is 4 stage, you know, 4 run through. One sec. I gotta sneeze. Sneeze. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna sneeze. I got like half a sneeze. Okay. Okay, no sneeze, no sneeze. But yeah, it takes 4 go rounds of the stage. Each one's like 1:30. That's 6 minutes for one. 6 minutes for one upgrade. Nah, it must be short. Like It's around 1 minute, we'll say. About 4 minutes for one upgrade. It just takes so long. I barely max one out per episode. I mean, once we get the coins tomorrow, that should be good. How much are the coins? They're always way more. Yes, 16 quadrillion. That should give us... I mean, it's only 7 quadrillion more than I just got. I'm not sure. It'll definitely give us a helping hand, a good boost to try and get ahead, but just taking us ages to get past this stage. Should be able to get another upgrade here, though. Let's see. At least I thought 10 quadrillion would get us through at least a bit. Ugh. At least we should be earning a bit more money there now. You know, before it was 250 trillion. I'll check how much it is after this stage, but hopefully we should be earning a bit more. There's the upgrade. Brilliant. And 1.5 quadrillion for the last one. It's only the six go-throughs. Going through the stage 6 times, the same stage. It's annoying. It's just these guys with 2 billion health. It's ridiculous. And they still have 500 coming through here. Okay, we're running about 316 trillion now, so it definitely isn't as bad as before, but it's still pretty bad. You know, having to go... That's still 5 times going around the stage. Not ideal whatsoever. Nope. Water. Stay hydrated. As much as I like Defenders Deeper, grinding things out like this just doesn't feel good. We've not stayed on one stage, so you know, we stayed on one stage for like the entirety of one episode, you know, gotten onto it in one episode, had one entire episode stuck on it, and then in the next episode we'll get it. But we've been here for like 3 episodes now. I don't remember when it was that we came onto this stage. We've just been going for so long. You know, we're doing alright, we're getting through stages quite easily, so I hadn't done any AFKing for a while, but it's gotten a lot worse recently. Much harder to get through. Oof, still got so much health when they come through. So much health when they get to the end. It's ridiculous. We're just not earning enough money to get through anymore. So the money that we're earning from the stage just doesn't equal up to the amount of money that needs to be spent to get past the stage. I don't know how much it's going to take to be able to actually take out the stage and win. The snowball launcher doesn't seem to be working properly. I don't know if it's because of all the lag, but they're just not slowing down as much. It seems, at least. I don't know if it's something to do with the lag. I don't know. Internet's alright. You know, it seems to be a lot laggier recently, even though internet's not gotten any worse. I don't think, anyway. Still here, we're only about halfway to maxing out. And then with this, we'll be able to move on to some cheaper upgrades for the next one. Then start moving on to actually building some more retributions again. Taken up a bit of a cold recently. It's not really much to say, is there? Usually I have some like cool, like behind this, well, not really cool, but just random behind the scenes stuff that nobody actually cares about except me to talk about. But to be honest, I think I've said everything up to this point. Not really much to say. Just, for once in my life, I've run out of things to say. Isn't very common. So annoyed at stage 389 now. I've been stuck on it for so long. I wish that we'd at least get, at stage 390 we're gonna get a new opponent, and it better not be like 5 billion health that next time, because we end up getting stuck on one stage for this long again. I will seriously consider rebirthing before we get as far as we can, because I don't want to do this anymore. It's getting so annoying. I'm not using any of the power-ups because I don't want to. Feels like cheating, but it's just getting so annoying now, having to go through every stage so many times. It just feels like every time we hit a brick wall, we're just waiting for that next daily reward that gives us way too many coins. And we do that, we pass the stage, ease through a couple, and then wait for the coin daily reward again. And it just repeats. I still have to go through another stage to get the max out. Should be close to maxing out now. Well, we are close. We should be able to get it pretty early on in this stage, or this go round of the stage. And there's the max out. Boom. Nice. Now the final one before we start building some more. We definitely won't get enough money to upgrade it yet. Snowball launcher's doing its work now. We can see that. Don't know why it didn't look like it was before, but it's fine. Look how much health they still have coming through here. I get that the Dark Terrors don't do much damage compared to the amount of health from the opposition right now, but still 600 million coming through. Oh, they're just doing a fair bit. No, still 400. Just want to have a look at what the next trap is. So we're on the ion field. The chaos cannon we don't need. It's the... Oh, well, I can't click on it and see about it, but 5 quadrillion, 200 million damage. That'd actually be really good. So we have that, what, like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 times 1,400 million damage. But, nope, that's not how maths. 1.4 billion damage. And that's before upgrading it. So that's really good. But affording it is the real problem, to be honest. It's 5 quadrillion for each one, then the upgrades are going to be really expensive as well. If you're going for 5 quadrillion, that's 35 quadrillion to fill up the entire thing, which is half of what the amount coming from the daily reward is. But yeah, it's a lot of money. It's definitely worth it for the damage, but I don't know if we can save up for that at the moment. It'd be quite difficult to do so. I believe we might be able to get the first upgrade after finishing this stage. Now, Ooh, here they come again to defeat me. Let's see how much of a difference that one upgrade made. I bet it's gonna be a lot. That one, yeah, we've only got one left now, but in the end it ends up having still like 300 million health left. Oh, it was so close. Only had about 120 million health left. Okay, we can't get the next upgrade just yet. But we will be able to get it after this go round, so hopefully, maybe if things are still in range by the time we get to it, it's an extra 4 million damage every time it hits. No, we haven't got it soon enough, I don't believe. But it'll make the difference for us winning the stage. Money is actually coming in rather slowly. Yeah, it's missed all of the main ones with the 2 billion health. No, we can still get it mid-stage and it'll come into full effect later. Who knows, maybe we'll get a lucky round and might take the lead. Might finally win. Come on, let's see. Some of the front ones are on quite low HP. Well, compared to the full HP. Nah, they've all got 800, 800. No. I think that was just a very lucky round. We got those. Who knows, maybe with this upgrade now, that first one there, 4 million damage every time it attacks, and I believe plus 0.1 speed. You know, it'll definitely do a lot better with this second upgrade here. It's a lot more damage, 9 million more damage, 0.2 more speed, and 2 more range. That's a massive upgrade. That'll do a lot for us, but just maybe if we get a really lucky round with that one upgrade, might be able to pass the stage. Hopefully it should be a breeze for a while, as the difficulty gap is really weird in this game. Let's see. I mean, they can't really tell how much of a difference it makes until you get to the very end. You know, it's very hard to tell from there. You kind of just have to wait for them to come all the way down to these last 3 rows to be able to actually see what difference you're making. Whatever difference we're making, it seems to be quite a positive one. 500 mil at the back, 1 mil in the middle, 400. Oh, that's actually not too good. Yeah, you got very close there again. 130 trillion left at the end. But we still got a couple go-arounds to get the next upgrade, so don't think we're going to be passing the stage until we get the next upgrade. But once we get this second upgrade, because it's such a dramatic difference, you know, 0.2 speed, 2 range, 9 million damage. Which I think the 9 million damage is enough to convince you that it's going to do a lot more. You know, it's every time it hits someone as well, not just 9 million total. So, you know, hits people, I don't know, hits them like 10, would be 90, 135 hits, which at 2.5 speed, you know, with the range that it's got, it should be able to, I mean, that's a lot, but it should be able to at least put a dent in it. We get a really, well, pretty easy or lucky round. I think we can take it. Actually doing the maths on that doesn't seem as favourable, but I'm sure we'll do well. I mean, here they're on quite low health coming through. Maybe not the end ones as much, but yeah, last one there. 80 million? Oh, so close. On 80 million there. And the reason why it's not going all the way to the end is because of the lag. It's obviously the models are delayed to where the actual processing is. So obviously whether you win or lose already processed as soon as things come through. So it's just the movement of the models which can be delayed by lag. Yeah, so I think one more go around of the stage, we get that upgrade, and just immediately then that gives us the win. Or hopefully so. Waiting for another upgrade is going to be annoying, so that's another 1.5 quadrillion. I didn't think we were going to be able to get the upgrade just yet in this go around of the stage, but we might do. Nearer closer to the end. It's not going to come into effect, but we can get it. Yeah, we're going to be able to afford that. Nice. So that's all come into effect in the next attempt, and that should hopefully do the difference. Actually, we might actually win now. No, it's still on 400 million at the end there. Well, model was really far behind there. Wow, okay. But that's now in effect. 9 million more damage, 0.2 more speed, 2 more range. Should make all the difference. And then here for the final upgrade, that's another 12 million damage. Only 1 more range, no difference in speed, but 12 million damage. It's massive. So if this upgrade doesn't do it, even though it will take ages for us to get that 1.5 quadrillion, it's going to be so worth it. We must get it with finishing off this one. Finishing off this one, we must surpass this stage. There is no way that we don't. On the rate that we are going currently, must win. Come on. Again, it's so hard to tell whether it's going your way or not until they get to this very last few lines. It doesn't look like it's going too well. Till the health bars can say elsewhere. No, say otherwise, that's a word. No, that's doing partially worse than before, I think. Yeah, that was still doing worse than before. Oof, must have been a very unlucky round. Come on, we can do better than that. We have to do better than that. Oh, come on. I don't want to be stuck on this stage for another episode. Please, can we just progress? Just a little bit. Come on. So many of them though. It's the spacing that changes everything. I've talked about this a lot more in earlier episodes, so I don't like to repeat it. But just the spacing is what makes all the difference, and I think it's what the developers don't see is what is making the difference. They just kind of stuff a bunch together and think that the spacing doesn't make as much of a difference, but it really does. And I think that's what ends up with like the difficulty gaps being, quite fluctuating, is because of I'm probably not being aware of that. Why we got it? Come on, yes! Oh, finally, stage 389. Finally. Oh my goodness, now we're going to go to this one and find out that we get even less money for defeating it. Oh my goodness, finally over. Now, stage 390. What's the new enemy? It's a new enemy every 5 stages. What's the new one here? Is there even gonna be a new one? Doesn't appear to be one. Okay, I guess it's just the same thing, I suppose. Well, it doesn't look like too many actually came through, so we should be good. You see what I mean with like the difficulty gap? It seems so much easier now. And actually there are a few building up there now that I'm looking at it from afar, but What actually came through that was new? I don't think there was a single new thing. Okay. Difficulty cap didn't play into its usual role. This is going to be a fair bit harder. But we are earning a bit more now. Halfway through this stage, we should be able to afford the max out on this retribution. That's 12 million damage. 12 million! Should make a massive difference. Come on. Getting very close to it now, 0.2 off. Yeah, I'm shocked nothing new came through, you know. I'd expect when they get to later stages, they might run out of ideas for stuff. But then I'd just expect that they cut it down so they don't have it every 5 stages, they have a new one every 10 stages. But no, just stopped entirely. Except for these two at the back, it seems. I don't know. I think they died too quickly for me to see. Oh no, there's some more. I think they're just like the fast and frail types, you know, they go down very easily. They're just fast. Because the retribution's just dead. So there is something new. It's just not powerful whatsoever. Understood. But now once we reach a certain amount of money, we'll be able to start replacing Dark Terrors with retributions now, which will give us a massive net positive. See if that final upgrade, 12 million damage more to everything it hits. See if that makes a big enough difference for us to progress. Can close this on the side. Let's see. We seem to be doing pretty well. There's some good spacing between most things. You know, I don't mind that the snowball launcher decreases the spacing, because it actually does just make them slower. It gives us more time, you know, it pushes them further back than it would have done if there was just massive spacing. You know, it still makes a better effect in, like, the net thing. You know, in the short term it's worse, but just net overall, it's definitely way better. How much are we losing by here? Yeah, it's a lot. Generally, can we just say a lot? Okay, each one of these costs 1.5 quadrillion. These sell for 500, yeah. So we just need about 1 quadrillion to be able to build a single one. Alrighty then. Fight! So it took us that long to get through this entire thing, just for us to get stuck on another stage for another like 5 episodes. I'm seriously considering rebirthing now, because this is getting boring. I have to go through all of this. You know, if next week when I record this, you know, I get the daily reward and the 16 quadrillion makes that difference to kind of push us past stage 390 and just make things a lot easier, and I'll definitely keep going for a bit longer. But honestly, if we get stuck on just every stage, 3 episodes, I am going to rebirth, because I was going to go as far as I can without rebirthing, but this is just too far. You know, I could have rebirthed like stage 250, and I kind of wish I did. But it seemed so easy back then, you know, we were still breezing through stuff. But it's gotten so much harder. We can't really do anything about it because the money gain is just so low. And because there's just that many more things coming through, that many more projectiles from that many more turrets. Just lag everywhere. Things are still moving around, and it's saying it's failed. I wouldn't mind rebirthing next episode. Just a big old reset. And considering it, I think I might rebirth next episode. Okay, we got 1 quadrillion. I can build the next retribution. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna rebirth next episode. Just getting so bored of just stage. 5 episodes, stage. You know, before we were doing at least like 5 stages a day. Not 5 episodes a day. But now it's just... it's just so much harder. Because obviously the stages past 250 were obviously designed for you to have rebirthed. So they make them a lot harder. But I decided, as per usual, to make life harder for myself. Because it's just everything no matter what I do, it's always just to make my life harder. It's the only decisions that I can make. You know, they may seem like a good decision at the time, but just overall, every single decision I make has to go towards, you know, just making life harder. Up to 3 times. Whatever. And we'll remove this. But just look at like the money scale there. You know, 600 trillion, right up to 5 quadrillion, 75 quadrillion, and 5 quintillion. I get that the gap's a bit bigger because it's traps, not towers. But even when you do turn to the towers, let's have a look at what it is past the retribution, because we are quite close to the end. Now we're on like the last kind of line of stuff. Retribution. Yeah, retribution. 175 trillion, 1.5 quadrillion, 20 quadrillion, 175 quadrillion, 2 quintillion. Just the rise is massive. You know, the final upgrade of every single thing is equal to the amount it takes to buy it. But just with this many turrets, getting super laggy as well. Because it used to be a lot better regarding lag. I don't think that's me thinks my internet hasn't changed. You know, I'm still recording when nobody else is on the internet. You know, I turned the internet off on my phone, turned off the Xbox. I don't see what could be changing anything. We'll try one last time to get past this stage. I'm losing my voice as well. No matter how much water I drink, I'm losing my voice. I suppose water isn't always directly proportional to voice regaining, voice revitalization. Just look at the lag, it's madness now. It never used to be this laggy. You know, at the start when I had worse internet, you know, it was pretty laggy, but it was never this bad. And now I've got better internet. You know, it just sees what the scale of having more turrets, more enemies does. You know, usually it'd stop early, like the models would be late. You know, at the very beginning, they'd just go straight through as they normally would. But it'd stop on, like the models would stop at like this final corner here by the ion field. My mouse isn't even moving properly, but yeah, beyond that last corner. But now it like sometimes just in entire 2 lines forward that it stops. Yeah, it stopped right as it came around that corner. But once again, fail. But with that, rebirth next episode because I'm tired of this. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, and as always, stay creative.